guys, this is Moon Bubble. How are you? Don't mind the background and stuff. It's a little messed up, my room. But like I'm sitting in my live stream area right now. I'm about to do some live streaming. It was kind of last minute planned, but I was thinking before I start streaming, I want to do a little catch up with today's dream building again. So once again, today was unplanned, completely unplanned. I was completely not planning to open the camera or talk to the camera today because I had an early day today. I had to go to school and there was a lot of stuff, and plus my period was making it very hard for me to walk around or do anything, so that wasn't planned. But I figured I'd rather just maybe just do another day today because I think also want to give myself some credit as well, kind of to move forward despite what happened. Today was quite a roller coaster. It was quite the worst out of all the days I have done so far. So it's nothing big, but a few hours ago I had this thing on live stream which I needed somebody to help me with. So I texted and contacted one of the people who I was working with for a long time before, and unfortunately I completely forgot, I completely forgot that we weren't really working together anymore. I mean, as in like I am not prioritized anymore, and like I used to have some people like mentors, managers who I could talk to, and you know, it made the process much more better because there were people supporting me. But now I totally forgot that, so I stuck with doing it myself, and I was a little bit triggered, mainly because I don't know what triggered me, but it triggered me and I felt very down. And what happened after that was my first reaction was that, so I'm a person who doesn't really, first thing you need to know about me, I'm a person who doesn't really deal with separation and a separation or any sort of like breakups. I don't deal with these things very well, and suddenly I just felt like I felt really down and I started crying, and all the emotions started to come out, and it was a huge trigger for me because I am someone who really wants to know exactly what I'm doing, as in like, what am I doing today, what am I doing tomorrow. But now that I'm independent content creator, I now depend on myself, and I don't have anyone else or those people to depend on anymore. And it just felt like I was swimming in the sea. And what happened next was that I knew I shouldn't have been so hard on myself because I had my period, and I also I'm lucky I just ate, but I broke down, but that was not it only. Whenever I have my period or anything, I try my best never ever to trigger myself, because when I do, my blood pressure just drops. Because what happens is that I have long-term anemia, and I've lost, because of the blood loss, today was literally should be the day where I just shouldn't push myself. I could feel my blood pressure just plummeting right after that, because what I felt was that my hands, the first sign was that my hands became cold and shaky, and it wasn't like that until I started getting triggered. And then I drank water, I tried to calm myself down, and the second thing is that I start to feel wheezy, and that's not good, because when I am overly triggered, especially on like my days when I am weak, like right now, my body physically is already extremely weak, and I have like no blood in my system to keep up with the stress that is going in my head. So sorry guys, a lot of sharing, and it's definitely not a happy thing to share today, but I still want to share it because I know that I am still doing this. I'm still making my content and selling my products. It's something I am doing in the long term. It's something that I am fixated in, but because I have been shifting away from other people's support to me just doing it on my own now, I had to go through a lot of emotions and thoughts at that very moment, and I didn't want to share with you guys at all. But when I came home and I realized that I'm about to go on live right now, and then I have to continue on the day, kind of smoothing that out. I felt there were a few things I felt. The biggest thing was that I felt a little bit angry at myself. The reason why I felt angry at myself is because I really took care of myself yesterday and today, especially this morning. Like I've been drinking lots of hot water. I've been, getting my days planned so that I can under my health things. And I went to the doctors yesterday as well. I just finished doctor checkup. I was angry because I put all this care to myself, and I just let a single trigger ruin my whole rhythm, and just completely, my brain completely just blinked into nothingness. And I got a little angry at myself because I worked so hard to take care of myself, and I have to let it be ruined and in such a bad state physically today. So that's why I'm sharing it, because now that I am aware of that, I kind of forgave myself. Obviously I kind of forgave myself, and I was like, it's okay, I'm not angry, but I am a little upset because we have been working so hard on just getting even going out today and everything, having to do that and not having to call in another doctor's certificate for class today, and I had to walk so many steps. But just all that coming back and just risking all that, for me, it was so upsetting, it was so frightening, it was so much for me to handle. And that's over, and I am fine now. But secondly, the last thing I was thinking, especially what I want to share in today's vlog, is that I hope in the next vlogs that I share with you, this doesn't come up anymore, especially this trigger thing, because for me it just feels like I just can get nowhere, because I'm constantly reminded by people how I am such a loser. And just thinking about that, and even though just trying everything, now I just feel like I am so tired of this happening again, and so tired of this happening. And again, I really wish that in the future none of this ever happens again, because if it's something long term I have to deal with over and over, obviously that is my fate. If that's what I have to be dealt with, to be triggered all the time. But is it good for me? Is it good for my health? Is it good in all sense. I really thought of that, and is it really okay? Then I was like, is it really okay to let me be lost in the state, to be triggered in the state? And should I be more responsible in controlling myself and getting back to my rhythm whenever I'm triggered? And I'm very proud of myself because I did very well today. I pulled myself out. But at the point that I drank my water to calm myself down, it was already too late. My blood pressure has already dropped and I couldn't hold things, and my blood pressure was already there. And the scariest thing of it all is actually sharing it with you guys, because the scariest thing was because I know that a lot of times when I do share it with people call me dramatic and being over dramatic. Guys, I go to pole dancing. I have like the muscles of 30 men, and I can pick up that person who laughed at me and said I was being over dramatic. I can pick him up with one hand. So I know when my health and what I couldn't take. I knew that today that this was going to happen. My blood pressure was going to happen. And it really sucks because I really didn't want to share this in a vlog, but I'm gonna go on today, and I still have to do, I have 2 more days, but I'm still going to do my stuff and finish up. I called the person with the starting the business thing. He told me to come up with a business name, and so I'm coming up with a business name today and hopefully getting it finalized tomorrow and the day after. But I just feel, honestly, what I really feel right now is not angry at like how people treated me. Like right now, I am so upset, especially at myself, because I feel so sorry for myself. When I could, if this was any normal day where like I didn't have to be so careful, I would have just shook this off and not made this vlog. But I had to be, but today is so different. It's so different, and to be treated that way, I feel like I better get something out from this. I feel like if I don't get something out from this, I hope in 10 years I make $10,000 from streaming, because like or maybe a few years I make $10,000 from streaming and wave it in their faces, because I hope this thing, whatever it happened over and again, these triggers were not to waste, because that's how I feel. Better get something out of it, since you made your promises, and you made a promise and now you backed out because you didn't see anything in me. Well, and now you still don't. Well, at least I hope something successful happens to me, so that at least I got something out of this trigger. Otherwise, I just feel like, I'd rather this just all not exist then. If this be this, I be me, I be broken. They be not caring. What is the point? That's no different than not existing. For really. I hope I succeed, and next few years I'll send this vlogger to them and just go like, thank you for that. You did that to me. And but you're getting none of the credit. You just triggered me. What kind of must have been a very good thing to be remembered by, honestly. Like, imagine being remembered by triggering someone. Imagine being the trigger of someone's success. that's I don't know. Should I feel sorry for them? Maybe. But to be honest, I feel more sorry for myself. I don't even feel like I should spend 30 seconds on thinking on that. Because at this point, I feel like I'm constantly battling against that and just in a battle. And whatever I say to you guys right now, it may be judged and people may be watching, and who knows, sometimes things will happen again and again, and I'm still strong. I know I'm still strong, but I can only be as strong that I can be, and I'll just do what I can do and be as positive as I can. But I forgive myself because I don't want to make myself, I don't want to give myself too much. I already feel like I've been giving myself so much of what I don't need. And it really sucks to just feel not respected for any of what you're thinking about. It really sucks, but I'm happy because it's not the majority, and it won't be the majority as I go on. So yeah, but that's for today's vlog. And also, do you like my little bow thing? I'm gonna show you guys. Ta-da! Hang on, just walk a bit back a little bit. Ta-da! This dress here. I actually sewed it. I sewed the ruffles on the bottom of the dress and this bow as well. So yeah. Honestly, good thing I look alright right now, but when I just came home, I actually looked bruised. My complexion looked not good because my heart was not in a good place. And I want, in time like this, especially like on a girl's period, you want to feel loved, and you want to feel like you're capable of protecting yourself. But I don't want this to happen every single day and to be in like this. But I am being more aware that I can can have choices and make choices, and I think things will get better, and definitely will. I don't think there's anything that can go wrong if I just stay positive and do what I can. Because sometimes I just want to hug myself, and I just want to be loved, and I just want to be warmed up. And I have this water bottle, it has like hot water inside, but yeah, see you guys soon, and I'll catch up. I was thinking of maybe doing this a few days each week, but I just didn't know this week would be so terrible that I had to do a vlog each day. So see you, take care.